Hi everybody, I wanted to do a quick video about my trip to Europe. And we're going to try to get it done in 7 minutes or less because I know the attention spans are really bad. I'm going to do the bottom line up front. No, I ain't meet no men out there. We didn't meet no men. It wasn't like that at all. There really weren't any men to meet. That I liked. The only dude that there was two dudes that tried to holler, and that was the garçon at the restaurant in Barcelona, and then this dude that bought us drinks that looked like Gary Owen, the comedian or whatever. So them the only two that tried to holler. And then when he bought us drinks, it tastes like chemicals. Like I sipped it and I was like, this tastes like PCP, but we all kept drinking, but we're still alive and it worked out, so don't worry about that. And I really didn't see any men that I thought were attractive. Like it was one, his name was Sergio. Like he was fine, like looking like a model or whatever. Like, a model for the BMW commercial that drive the sports cars. But the only other dude I saw when we was leaving, I think we were leaving Italy, heading to the airport. And I thought he was cute, but he had a fitted on and was selling waters on the side of the road. And I'm like, you can do that back home. You have done that back home. So anyway, let's get to it. So Paris. My homegirl, she's the one who chose Paris, and each one of us chose a city. So if you chose that city, you plan excursions. So Paris was surprisingly underwhelming. I don't think I got the full Paris experience. I know there was so much more, but we just stuck to a centralized area, and it probably was because it was our first day there, our first city there, and we didn't know what to do. What do you do when you don't know what to do? Shop. So we ended up going shopping, and a lot of places closed around like 7 or 8 o'clock, like as far as shopping and things to do and sites and stuff like that. So we didn't really do too much that first night. We did get twisted. We found a liquor store and we got twisted or whatever. I stayed hungry in Paris. I was hungry a lot because I don't eat beef and I don't eat pork and I don't eat frog legs and duck livers. So a lot of the things that their food, their cuisine was meats that I don't eat. So everything looked good, but I was hungry and cranky most of the time, and everything was bread and cheese and stuff like that. And I know I was on vacation, but I didn't want to lose my mind, so I had a few croissants and I made it happen. Macaroons were really good. And then, of course, we did the touristy stuff. We did the Eiffel Tower and we did the Louvre. And there's so much more things, but we only spent 2 days in each city. So Paris was cool. I would definitely like to go back. And I also found out that there's this black part of Paris where the black people, chill. And there's a tour of Black Paris, like, where I think it was Josephine Baker and Nina Simone, like where all the people lived and when they came to town and where they performed, stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna go back to Paris again. Next stop, we went to Barcelona. Now my homegirl, she was in charge of Barcelona. And I think she did a really good job. Our first night there, she signed us up for a walking tour of tapas restaurants and bars or whatever. Tapas is like little appetizer stuffs or whatever. So we linked up with this guy and he took us on a tour. And Spain looked exactly like I thought it was gonna look. Like Paris looked like New York to me, but Spain made me feel like I was in another country. Barcelona made me feel like I was in another country. The streets were narrow, just like how I used to see on TV. There were no bulls. Of course, my ignorant butt asked, where the bulls at? When we gonna run with the bulls? But it's only a certain time of year, and it was 4 hours, I think, south of Barcelona. So whatever. So we just walked around and he took us to 3 different spots and we had food and liquor there at each one. My favorite food is patatas bravas. It's like little potatoes with aioli sauce and then some type of spicy sauce. And it's like, slap your mother. Just slap her right on up. It's really good. So after that, he took us to a bar. And we were on our own and he left or whatever. And the bartenders were amazing, setting drinks on fire and pouring them up in the air and doing all these type of stuff or whatever. And so we met this older lady and her granddaughter there, and she said that they were there visiting the universities because her granddaughter wanted to go to school in Barcelona. I said, that's old money right there, because you coming to another country just to visit the school. No, with her granddaughter. That was her, not even her mom. She was there with her grandmother. I said, that's that old money right there, because my grandmother don't even want to take me to the plantation she used to pick cotton on, and that's right in South Carolina. So, but that was really nice that she brought her granddaughter out there or whatever. I think they was getting into a little bit of freaky, sneaky trouble too, because she gonna lean in and tell my son, make sure y'all go to the bar around the corner. I'm telling you, we were in there till 2 a.m. And so we did go to the bar around the corner, and I was like, I could see why. There was a lot of good, young-looking men up in there, but ain't nothing I want. And it was a little bit Americanized. They was playing American music or whatever, so I could see why they liked it, but it wasn't for me. All right, so boom. We go to that bar, and then we said, let's go smoke hookah. It starts to rain. We're walking. The other two are still walking, but I'm on the ground on all fours. I don't know what happened. I fell, and my skirt came up, and I was on all fours, and I had my glasses in my hand. And so when I fell on my glasses, so I scraped up all the gold side of the frames. It was just really bad, and I hurt my ankle. I hurt my knees, and I hurt my ankle. So they come running over, Jahan, oh my God. Now, all I remember is Monica standing over me. Jahan, oh my God. I'm getting up. I'm trying to get up, and I'm telling myself, it's not broke, because it can't be broke. I cannot break something in another country. But I'm like, it's not broke. So I'm wobbling. I said, let's go to the hookah. Drench, just raining or whatever. We get to the bar, and I can laugh about it because I'm able to still walk. It hurts, but I'm able to walk. So we get more drinks. We get hookah. We're laughing. We're joking. We're playing games. We're talking to this other couple. We look really cute that night. Like, we had a good time. That first night in Spain was the bomb. Okay, so then the next day we were supposed to go. Well, one of my girlfriends, she had a surprise for us, and we didn't know what the surprise was the whole time of the trip. Come to find out, it was a helicopter tour. It was going to be like a 10-minute tour around Barcelona. We're going to see the beach and everything like that. It was raining and windy, so we weren't able to do it. I was really looking forward to putting on the headphones and the microphone and talking to them in it. I know that's like mad basic, but whatever. But so we didn't do it. So what do you do when your plans get jacked up? You go shopping. So where do we want to go shopping? We don't know. So we look it up. I said, sir, take us to the Louis Vuitton store. And then wherever the Louis is, that's where the rest of the stuff is. So we go in the Louis Vuitton store, and we're all looking and shopping and things like that. And there was one purse in particular that I wanted, and I should have copped it because it was like maybe $400 cheaper than it is in the States, maybe even $500 cheaper than it is in the States. But I said, I'm going to hold off, and if I decide to get it, I'll just get it in Rome. So one of my friends, she ended up buying a bag, and then we end up going down the street to Valentino, and that other girlfriend, she bought some shoes. So they're walking around with these nice little shopping bags, and my bag just say Zara, whatever. So, but it's okay. We had a good time, and it was a nice experience, and they gave us champagne. So if you're going to buy something high end, and you're going to Europe in the next few months or few weeks or whatever, hold on to your coins and do it there. Like, it comes out significantly cheaper buying designer items over there because that's where they make them, So, okay. Then that night we went to dinner, and then I hit up my girlfriend Cassandra, and she told us to go to the W Hotel. And of course that was great views of the beach around Barcelona, and drinks were good, and we just had a good time. Next morning we were off to Rome, and I was looking forward to going to Rome. So we packed up and we got on the plane, and we were in Rome maybe about an hour and a half. Flew. I said plane, yeah, duh, flew. So we get to Rome, and like I said, I wanted to go shopping. But when I got there and we're riding past, Rome is just so awe-inspiring. Like, everything is magnificent and grand, and like, you don't want to miss any of that. It's like we were just riding from the airport and we were like, wow, what's that? What's that? What's that? And I would feel so silly to come to Rome just to go shopping and miss the Colosseum and the and Vatican City and the Sistine Chapel. Like I would feel crazy. So I said, okay, well, no Louis bag for me this time. So we went to the Colosseum and we took amazing pictures, and we went to Vatican City, and we were in St. Peter's Square. We couldn't go into the church, I don't think, because it was late. I think it was closed at that time. Yeah, the Vatican. It's closed, but we got to see it. It was very holy, and a lot of groups of people there were holy, holy groups and stuff. They came to pray and things like that. It was just really, really nice. Then that night, we went to dinner. And this was so dope. Like, and this is what I thought Italy would look like too. So the taxi took us to this area, and he was like, I can't drive down there because the street, the streets were so narrow, whatever, you guys have to walk. And it's so funny. I said to my homegirl, I said, I shouldn't bring heels on this trip because it's going to be hard to walk on cobblestones and heels. And then I had to think about it like, Jahan, this is 2016. I'm sure that their roads are just regular roads like anywhere else in the world, you idiot. It's not Beauty and the Beast. It's not cobblestones and ponies and horse-drawn carriages. And guess what? It was cobblestone streets and ponies and horse-drawn carriages. So I'm tiptoeing down to where the restaurant is, and we can't find the restaurant. So I'm walking. I look like a newborn deer, like walking, legs shaking. But anyway, we get to the restaurant. The food was the best. I had shrimp scampi and gnocchi. And, the shrimp there, I guess it's like a prawn. But I had prawns before. I don't know. It looked like a little lobster. And I think it was a scarlet shrimp or whatever. It had the claws and the tail and the head or whatever. And you twist the head off and all this stuff, whatever. But it was bigger than a crawfish. Either way, it was delicious. The calamari was delicious. The marinara sauce was delicious. Everybody's dish was really good. Drinks were strong. Okay, so the next day was my birthday. And I had watched the episode of the Braxton Sisters, and they went to Italy, and they went to Capri, the island of Capri. So it was mad far. So from Rome to Naples is 3 hours. And then from Naples to Capri is 50 minutes. So we had to catch a bus to Naples and then a boat to Capri. But it was all worth it. We got to Capri maybe around 11 a.m. And then we took a little jitney bus all the way up the mountain to Ana Capri, which means above Capri. I was learning. Anyway, all the way up. And then what did we do? We did some more shopping. So I got me and my girlfriend some sandals made by Geppetto. He made shoes for Jackie O. Not that I give a damn, but that's his claim to fame. So he made me some sandals, beautiful leather sandals, me. Some for me, her, another girlfriend, she got some done. We bought some limoncello, which is like the drink of Italy. It's like 32% alcohol in the drink. And you're supposed to like drink it like chilled and shot it up. Just sampling had me warm and happy and laughing and joking. We took great pictures. We had a good lunch. Then we rode the little jitney bus back down the mountain, and then we caught another boat around the island so we can see grottos. They have different grottos, but they're most famous for their blue grotto. And it's like in a cave. We didn't go in it because we didn't want to pay that extra money, but we didn't go in it. And then it was good because that day it was cloudy, and it doesn't do it any justice unless the sun is out, because you take a rowboat into the grotto, and then the sun reflects underneath the water somehow, and it's the prettiest blue. It's about blue like that, but it's the prettiest blue you ever seen. I saw the pictures or whatever. So cool. So then it was time to, after shopping and all that stuff, and then it was time to go back to Naples, and then from Naples back to Rome, and then we went out to eat again, and that was our last night. It was, like I said, it was my birthday. I had a great time, and then it was time to come home. Okay, how we doing on time? Oh, I done ran my mouth real bad, but I hope I was entertaining, because I know it's a long video. I know you can't do it that long. Yeah, I think I hit everything up. So I would definitely like to go back to Europe. There are other places I would like to go as well. But Europe is definitely something I would like to go to, and particularly Italy. Italy, you need maybe just 7 days just for Italy alone. But anyway, if you guys have any questions or want to ask me who I booked through or anything like that, just hit me up in my inbox, and I hope you enjoyed this video.